Hello, season's greetings. Okay, so I think that there's going to be a lot of readings going on. It seems like there's loads of stuff happening in 2025, and it seems like these readings are for quite a lot of people. So, yeah, hit like, subscribe. If you're coming in my house, say hello, drop a comment. And enjoy your reading. Now, don't make it stick if it's not sitting right, or if you feel like it's going off course and it's not sitting in a way that's actually useful to you or helpful to you readings wise. Move on. It's cool, just keep going. But yeah, if you're in my house, hit like, subscribe, and there's going to be more readings, I think, for the next 6 days. So I'm back at work again on the 4th, doing Reiki and teaching singing again. My business is called Angelic Sounds Holistic, and you can check it at angelicsoundsholistic.com. And I think there's a link in the bio, so yeah, you can go check that out. There's also a link in the bio. If you're enjoying it, you can jump to buy me a coffee. That would be very nice if it's actually been a helpful reading for you. Otherwise, don't worry about it. As I said, if you're not feeling it, scroll on. I curse sometimes, not like, but more like I'll swear. The cards themselves are a little bit sweary. I'm Scottish, and well, Scottish people swear, hun. They just do. So yeah, that happens. What else? I'm not sure. Let's just get on with it. We'll do a wee quick blessing. Open heart, open voice, open mind. We ask that this reading be in line with the divine plan, and that it is protected by the greatest lives that are connected to love and light, and that know that releasing the hearts of the world is to the highest good of all. Okay, let's go. So, starting with this beautiful little piece of angel hair quartz. Now, there's a flaw in it. You see that? Even angels have flaws. And I think that might be the outline of the reading. It's about maybe looking at our imperfections and how we can refine and improve and polish our lives in 2025. You know, these things are important. So, I'll be starting with these, I guess so. This is where my hands have gone. Travel. Oh, I like that. Okay, some of you are going travelling when? January, February. No. Is this something specific? No. Now, is it a physical travel, like going on holiday? I don't think so. I think it's a journey of opening and a journey of awakening. And in February, the month of love, we've got our journey of awakening happening. And yeah, that's going to be, I'm just going to turn this around so you can see it. So yeah, you'll be going on a journey coming up in February. Now tell me more about this journey, give me more context for it. Life opening up. It's funny, I'm looking here and it looks a wee bit like a stethoscope to me, even though it's not. I think it's a belt or like a camera strap. Yeah. It looks to me like a stethoscope, so it could actually be professional development as well. Fundamental darkness. Okay. So growing beyond fundamental darkness. How does fundamental darkness work? Fundamental darkness is a smart bugger. It will activate every single person in the room. It hates change. Yeah. So if you want to go and travel, say you want to go and do stuff, and you get hit with your fundamental darkness, it's going to be very difficult to move forward, because fundamental darkness will attack literally everything within your vicinity in order to maintain the order that it has of no change for you. So if you're wanting to travel, if you're wanting positive change, again, I'm going back to that sort of stethoscope thing. I know it's not a stethoscope, but it just keeps looking like one to me. It's like the diagnostic. It's looking within, isn't it? It's being able to see, to hear with your senses what's going on inside yourself. So really traveling on that journey, yeah. Fundamental darkness also, maybe not just fundamental darkness, but doing your shadow work. Going inside, seeing where things are less than perfect, and, you know, getting real with it. Transforming things. It's all right to be flawed, actually. That's my little crystal here. 100%. It's all right to be flawed. The best crystals have flaws in them. So it's what we do with them. Are we going to make it a feature? Or are we going to make it something that we push away and we stay in denial of? Okay, so then it's Gemini. I'm not sure why I made that little card, Gemini. I guess it's maybe two sides to the nature, right? I think yesterday I pulled a card and it was about split personality. So it was like there was the very, very good side of the nature, and then there was the very, very not good side of the nature, right? And neither the twain shall meet. And so it's starting to go, okay, my behaviour's not been awesome. My behaviour's not been perfect. I need to actually look at that. I need to deal with that, because I need to thrive. And if I can't accept who I am when I'm at my worst, how am I going to move forward? That's not to say you get stuck and you go, all right, I'm just, what was that? I remember going out with someone and they were like, I'm just a dick. And I was like, you can't be just a dick. You've got to actually move past it. That's not really an excuse for anything. So that's not where we stop, right? That's not where we stop in February. In February, when all of this comes forward to be analysed, it's about moving and opening our lives up, opening our hearts, our voices and our minds, and really transmuting the negative functions that come up. There's a video on my thing about transmutation of negative energy and negative feelings and negative emotions and pain, physical pain. So if you're interested in that, you can find it actually on this channel. So let's keep going. I believe it's something that we should have learned when we were kids. So, especially if you're on the journey of transformation, for sure, that's something that you should just know. Right, here we are. Handler. Handler. So, like, the handler is going right over Gemini, isn't it? What does a handler do? They handle the talent. They make sure that everything's all right. And the way that a lot of people handle things is by not really looking at their fundamental darkness, their darker nature, right? I don't really have a problem with darkness or light. It's all just, you know, light or lack of light. I have a problem with evil. And evil comes in when we lean too hard on the handler to the removal of all reality. And so the handler is the part of ourselves that's like, no, just don't think about the fact that we did that. That's really bad. So if we want to get that travel, that journey, that amazing kind of journey of light throughout the year, then we're going to have to axe out the handler and axe out that second nature, that dual nature, and start to bring it more together. Start to enlighten both sides. Start to get good with what has been. Okay. Right, what's next? Don't know if I'm going to put on some music or something like that. I just feel like it's a wee bit quiet, but then there's always me just kind of burbling away. These cards are my dog's cards. So I guess he wants to say something. Here we are. Smell. The smell. Smell. Let's see what's happening here. Smell is about sense, but I'm not sure if we're hitting it. Okay, cyberbully, sensing a cyberbully, okay, if that's somebody that's on this stream, all of this is for you, yeah? If you've got a habit of being a bit of a bully or being a bit of a kind of piece of work, and you know that you do, and you know that your reasons for even being here are not good, this is for you, specifically you, actually. And I'm happy to read for you because I think we all need help sometimes to dig ourselves out of the darkness, you know. So yeah, if you've got that sort of, if you're kind of stinking of cyberbully right now, it's time to look within. It's time to go on the journey. It's time to open your heart. Nobody is getting left behind. It just depends how long it's going to take you to catch up. That's all. That's all. If you've still got a soul in your body, and even if you don't, you can still work it out and get it back again. You can still get it back again, from what I'm told. There's very few people who are beyond help. So you can help yourself. That's the journey. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what's coming up next. Coming again. A dirty offer. Is this a person listening in? No. A dirty offer. Gives context. And it being too hot. These are about deals. These are about possible contracts that you may have made that maybe you need to undo. Now you can't zap them away, right? Sometimes you can, but if you've already cashed in the dirty offer, if you've already, are we talking about selling souls? We're talking about selling souls. If you've already sold your soul, it's going to be very hard to get that soul back unless you energetically return what has been stolen from others in order to give you what you have, right? And if you don't, you're probably going to go mad anyway because it's someone else's energy, right? And everybody's waking up, everyone's going, I want my stuff back. So the advice is to actually get in, and I have to say, some people are still doing this from lifetimes ago. You don't know who you've been, right? So this can be a karmic dirty offer from a long, long, long time ago. So reconnecting yourself with your soul, you've got to get in and work out what it is that you did, where it is that you have lost out. And this shadow work can't be done. It can't be done without being real about our fundamental darkness and about the way that we handle ourselves to look like angels when maybe we're not. Maybe we're not. Right, let's keep going. Let's see what this one is. I think this is my music deck. So, go. Lots of different songs on here. Art bitch. This is for an art bitch. And it's sitting right underneath handler. Interesting. Okay. This is people who have been under a great deal of mind control. Okay. This is people who have been through a great degree of hard time in their childhood, and they are now under mind control. They're not actually functioning in and of themselves. And that's where that dirty offer comes in as well, where the handler is perhaps demonic, perhaps something else. So, yeah, this is survivors of MK, possibly. I have to be careful not to say anything to trigger anyone. Now, let me see. The dirty offer here, right? As these people grow up after having gone through deeply traumatic situations. I don't even know if it's just to do with MK. I think there's a lot of people who've been through a lot of traumatic situations, who've been through a lot of stuff, and who can't handle who they are now or what they've done when they've been possessed, basically. This is a very, very big mess that needs to get sorted out, and it's going to take a great degree of shadow work, a great degree of honesty with the self as to how they're behaving and what they are doing. And being and going through this horrible thing is not an excuse to keep on being an abusive person. So bear that in mind. Being victimised is not an excuse to victimise. And whatever way that might just be, you know, you're mean. You might just be a really mean person. Do your shadow work. That's not how we take power. That's a vampiric way of taking power. Let's go for here. Here we are. Now, am I ranting too much? I don't think so. With this one, we're 90% of the way there. So let's see how much we've got for this card. Famine. Famine. Starving. Being starving for power. Being starving for energy. Right? When we're starving for energy, when we're starving for love, when we're starving for money, when we're in a state of extreme hunger, we'll take any dirty offer going. Right? Opening the heart removes the need for the dirty offer. So if you can go within, you can do the shadow work and go on the journey and really work on opening the heart space. That removes the need for that, and it means that you can live an energetically honest life. I have to say, this is not all victims. Absolutely not. But I'm finding more and more and more that there needs to be, everyone needs to be accountable for their behaviour, and not everyone is. So, let's see. The Glasgow card. Pan your melt. Right. Pan your melt. What does that mean? Pan someone's melt is to like knock their face in. If you're going to pan someone's melt. And so that can be the response a lot of the time when you've really, really, really suffered, and then you're told you're going to have to look at your own behaviour. That can be a response. Is that the correct answer? 100%. But that's fine. You can be right. It's your life. You can do what you want. But it's not necessarily going to improve. So that's worth thinking about. You know, it's just, it's all choices. Now, okay, there's something in here that's next. Mad for it. Mad for it, it makes me think addictions. It makes me think about escaping. It makes me think about mad people, or people who are mad because they don't want to be responsible for their behaviour. Further feeding this handler, this Gemini handler, this sort of two-sided handler. One good as gold, the other one mad for it. Yeah, this feels very much like I'm doing a two-sided reading here as well. Okay, let's go for another wee music card. Hello, is there anybody in there? Name that band. Pink Floyd. So, hello, is there anybody in there? So it's kind of like, do you remember what I was saying in the beginning about when you're just being mad for it? Who's in there? How many are in there? Have you got so many cracks in your aura that anybody can just come into your body and propel you to do things? Because if that's the case, then you're going to have to sort out these dirty offers. Yep. Okay. Good, we can move away from that. I'm never comfortable about it, and please don't take it like victim blaming. It's really not. It's more to do with, we're given the life that we have, and we have to make choices that are going to make us happy. We have to make choices that are going to improve our lives, that are going to enable us to travel the journey of light, that is going to help us kind of stand in the highest regard with love and enlightenment. Yeah. And if we're finding that we're getting more and more chaotic, more and more into the darkness, less and less in truth, maybe we're not telling the truth about people around us so that we can feel all right in ourselves. So, where are we? Aerosmith. What does that mean, and why is it there? Let me see the back of it. Sweet emotion. So, is it sweet emotion on the other side? Yeah. So sweet emotion. That's one of the best options that's ever written. Sweet emotion, and I love it. So yeah, anyway, sweet emotion. Sometimes we can be so obsessed with feeling good and not feeling bad ever that we actually miss our chance for the long-term benefit, the long-term payoff. And the long-term payoff takes a bit of work. It takes that stethoscope, looking inside ourselves, listening to yourselves, listening to your inner voice, getting better at listening to the inner voice. So, let's see where we're going from here. I'm going to take these down now, because I don't really want them dominating the whole reading. And I'm going to put sweet emotion there, and I'm going to put mad for it as well. Now, is this regards to internal work? No, this is regards to, maybe it's about having fun actually as well next year. January, February, March, April, May. So in May, this is going to be your opportunity to be feeling some sweet emotions, feeling good, and being able to go out and have fun, get mad for it. Like, that's a good time. That's a good time. So sitting around and about Taurus, that's when we're going to be enjoying ourselves next year. Hey, what we got here? Creeping. So this is somebody's ex, right? This is somebody's creepy ex, I'm gonna suggest. Maybe someone you caught creeping. Yeah. Maybe someone that was messing about behind your back. Is it just exes? No. Friends as well. Friends that were creeping. Exes that have been creeping. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. This one to come back. Okay. Opening the heart. To the creeping. Needs to stop. 100%. When I pulled this, it came out like this. So I'm thinking long term, it's maybe just time to say no to those people. It's maybe time to tell them, go do their shadow work, go do their deep work, go work out why they behaved the way they behaved, instead of getting into a big long conversation about why they're all right and why they're good people and why they're this and that. Really, no, it's irrelevant. You don't need to get into that. You need to know who you are, and by doing your shadow work, you go be able to know who you are and not worry too much about what someone else has done. But don't be rolling back the way. If somebody's messed you up, if somebody's hurt you, if somebody has broke your heart, don't forget that. Don't forget that. It will have to be a very, I would never say never, right? But there are some people, especially even in my life, like I know they will never be back again. They will never be allowed back in again. And I think that that's actually important. And there needs to be not just people coming back going, oh, I'm so sorry, but it needs to be, you know, making of amends, real making of amends. And I think here there is a possibility for making of amends, but I'm still feeling hang off. Don't just take them back right away. What do we need to see? Give me some context for what we need to see in order to know that that is a safe person to take back again and not somebody that's going to mess up the journey. Courage. They have to have courage. They have to be able to do their shadow. They have to know who the hell they are. They have to be strong. And they have to apologise to you, and they have to, if they've messed up your reputation, they'll need to sort out with every single person that they've blackened your reputation to. They'll have to work out and explain that they blackened your reputation unnecessarily. So, bear that in mind. I'm just going to pull this round a wee bit. There we go. I feel like I lost focus. There we go. But yeah, they need to actually, they need to have courage to sort out not just their life, but the lives that they've messed up. That's very important. Pain. They need to be able to recognise the pain they've caused. If they can't recognise the pain they've caused, they can't come back. They need to be able to recognise their own pain as well. That's really important. A lot of people are just stumbling through life. They don't recognise what they've even been through. They're just going about projecting, spouting and causing chaos. So, however, I find that a lot of these people who are like creeping, generally they feel like they've been hard done by. And they might have done, but it's not really my fault or anybody else's. If you got stuff to take up with your upbringing, go do that. That's important. Don't take it out on your girlfriends or your friends. It's not nice. Or your boyfriends, for that matter. Actually, nobody is beyond reproach here. You'll when it is all about doing the deep shadow work and doing the deep transformation. Okay, is there more to read? Opening the life up, going forward. We still haven't got past August, I've noticed that. We've still not got by it. Heavy doors, man. Heavy doors is the card. What's that about? Is it about portals? No. Is it about the heaviness, I think, regards to these type of people who get caught creeping. Now, is it about relationships anymore? Is it about, it's organisational creeping, right? The shady things that happen throughout. Okay, it's going for organisations again, not religious organisations, societies, no. Work, creeps at work, there we go. So the heavy stuff that happens at work, right? Some of you might have lost jobs because of creeps at work. You're going to be offered your job back. That's coming in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay? August is the month when you're going to be offered your job back, right? And folk that have been creeping, maybe bamming you up, maybe painting you out as the thief, as the whatever it is, whatever damage was done to your reputation, that creepiness, that's getting pulled in August. Again, it seems like August is D-Day for creeps everywhere. So if you're off to left field right now, you know you're not doing your best work, you know you're kind of causing mayhem and suffering because of it. Maybe you're not suffering directly, but you definitely know that you're on the way to that. Do the shadow work now, so come August time, you're not going to end up getting hit with the same nonsense. Okay, so I'm getting a wee migraine here. What's that mean? I guess it's about pain again, right? So the pain that's been caused by these people, by these jobs. Again, you can only go back if they're going to sort your reputation, if they're going to sort the damage that's been done to your reputation. This is really important. My wee camera keeps sailing off. This is annoying. So, the pain that's been caused to you, amends must be made. They must be. There's no getting around it. And unless you see these amends getting made, you can't recognise that real change has happened, because they're still more concerned with their self and their own reputation rather than actually seeing you as somebody that needs the respect. They think you're not going to find out about the things that they've been saying, so on and so forth. This is not a real apology. This is not a real anything. The pain is still there, the suffering's still there, and the damage to reputation is still there. So you can't go back into a situation where your reputation has been put at stake, because it'll just happen again, because the person's not actually changed anything. So whether it's work or whether it's friendship or whether it's an ex, cannot go back until they fix the damage that's been done, and that has to be the bare minimum. Okay, so that's 100% again. So there'll be a wee bit more tomorrow. Family of Lily's Is there any more cards? I feel like it was quite a heavy reading, but there it is. Don't shoot the messenger. If you've enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back on tomorrow, and I'll do a wee bit more. I do private readings as well. You can get that at angelicscienceholistic.com. Shoot me an email or give me a little phone call, and we'll work it out from there. All right then, you take care. Bye bye.